Welcome back to the JavaScript crash course. In this video, we are diving into one of the most important concepts in any programming language, that is variables. Variables are like boxes that store values like names, number, or anything you want to use later in your code. In JavaScript, we can declare variables using var, let, and const, and knowing the difference between them is the key to writing clean and bug-free code. So the old way of declaring variables is using var. So I will give you an example. So var name mark, and now we will console.log that my name is name. So if I run this file in the VS terminal, write node and the file name hello.js, my name is mark. But the thing with var is that you can re-declare the variables as well. So if I do this again and console.log it again, so my name is name. So let's see. Now as you can see, the code works. But the thing with this code is that it will lead you into some bugs that will later get harder to find, because as you can see, it lets me redeclare and reassign a variable. But if I initialize or declare a variable using one value and then reinitialize or reassign it in the later term, I won't be able to catch that where the error is coming from. So that's why using var in the modern JS is not a good thing or not a good step. So what you can do is you can use let. Let is the modern JS method of declaring variables. So I will give you an example of let name equals to mark, and I will console.log it a VS terminal that my name is. So as you can see, it is a simple program that will log my name to the console. But to see the real power of let, now we can do the same thing, like let name equals to cold, and if I console.log that my name is name, as you can already see that it is already giving me an error that cannot redeclare block scoped variable name. So we already know that this is giving an error. So if I run this, you can see the identifier name has already been declared, and by block scope it means that I will give you one more example. So this is an if statement that we will cover later, but for now this is the if statements are block scoped. So if I'm using or declaring a name, so let name equals to mark, and this will run because the condition is true, right? So as you can see, I can reference it, but what do you think should happen? As this is a block scoped, this variable lives only inside this, and if I'm able to access the variable outside, then that is not a good behavior. And if I can access it, so let me clear the terminal and run the file again, you can see that it straight away gives me an error that name is not defined, which is a good thing. But the same thing if you do with var, if I do var name and if I again reference it, you can see that name gets printed, but this is not accurate according to the scoping. So that's why this is one more reason that you should avoid using var in your JS code. And another one is const. As you can guess, const is for constant variables and it doesn't allow you reassignments. And what I mean by that is if you assign a variable or declare it and give it a value const mark, and if you again reassign it cold and console.log my name is name, what do you expect that you will get? So let's see by running it. As you can see, it is a constant variable. Const variable does not let you reassignment, so it will safeguard your data without letting you reassign it. So that's all for today. So now you know how variables work in JavaScript and the difference between var, let, and const. Stick with let and const in most of your projects that make your code cleaner and easier to manage. In the next video, we'll go deeper into JavaScript data types, what kind of value this variable actually store. So don't miss it. Thank you.